Sunday morning. We're at the Boardcast. Kang and William are yelling at each other. It's a classic Sunday. We spoke for so long prior to the podcast. I was like, oh, we should just start recording now and then Kang can insert it later. I should be good. I like when Mummy and Daddy argue. It means I should get the attention later.
Yeah.
When are we going out for ice cream?
We've got strong opinions about card game things, right?
What's happening? How are we feeling? Strong, good, powerful.
Hobbit's just come out. It's behind us now. We've passed all the pre-release stuff.
Bit hard.
How's your Hobbit going, William? Have you crunked through most of it?
Yeah.
You saw it mostly sealed or singles?
All singles.
All singles?
All singles.
Nice. What was your feel like for the ROI? What are you feeling?
What I'm feeling.
Yeah.
When it sells.
So you're still sitting on a fair bit then?
Yeah.
William is also starting to do some like video content, a little bit of like Instagram viral marketing and such. He did a video that did pretty well, which is him kind of scrolling past the big hits of his pulls, because William pulls for Eternal Magic a lot of collector booster boxes.
Yeah.
The comment section, there was a few people real angry. Just real angry that William.
Are you a scalper?
Yeah.
I was like,
but
also a shop.
But William runs a TCG shop where
Yeah.
he needs to open stuff
Yeah,
to sell
yeah.
the singles. He's providing a service for you.
I don't know. Is that called scalping?
Yeah.
Or providing a...
It's scalping the same way that Woolworths is scalping cabbages and selling them to us. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's
the
like,
big
how are you
thing is
using
that
that?
it's
how
not
to reply
scalping
to that.
because you get to buy the single. You get to buy exactly the thing you want from the shop, right?
Yeah.
So-
If I'm selling the boxes, then yeah, probably.
Well, I also don't think like...
Because I guess what is the definition of scalping these days? Where have we come? Is scalping, because in my brain, scalping is taking sealed product and then keeping it hidden away and then reselling for high price.
Scalping is... Okay, the term scalping is buying it at retail and then immediately...
Oh, yeah, selling for higher.
You have to immediately sell at a short period of time, selling at a higher price. That's called scalping.
Right.
If it's holding in the long term, then it's a different term for it because it's like stock, right? Stock you can scalp.
Well, scalping comes from like when they were the
ticketing, right?
cowboys would take the scalps of people, right?
Yeah.
And the intention of the sentence is to take a bit off the top.
Yeah.
That's effectively what it is, right? But that's what all business really is, realistically. There isn't, like, as a shop, when we buy from a distributor and then we sell it, there's only one layer difference of then somebody buys it from us and then sells it to you on Facebook Marketplace for double the price. So it is really, the difference isn't incredibly large. And I think the problem is that people are having is that as the shops, like, you know, even when you see like Big W starting to change their prices of Pokemon, people are getting mad that the shops are taking their opportunity to buy it at a cheap price and make it their cut. But I think as someone who's been in this industry for a long time, it's quite nice that there's an opportunity there for us to make some money because there's been a long time where we've not made a lot of money.
Yeah, people. What I think the huge majority of people want to see is, why last time because you have the discount to sell, right?
Yeah.
And shops making like 10 to 15% margin. I was like, that's the dog shit margin.
Yeah.
But now you're making like actual MSRP margin.
Yeah.
And
Like
there's
we've discussed quite regularly with the One Pieces, like where we have like, we've been selling as close to what we think is like the regular price for One Piece boxes here in WA. And we have a couple left over that we probably will try to flick. I said to the guys at One Piece on Friday, I was like, look, we've got, I think 30 boxes. So we've sold 26 to our regular players for our thing. And if I can sell those other 4 for a couple $100 and buy us an aircon, like why would, you know what I mean? Like why are we denied of this ability, you know?
The thing I'm finding now in the general populace of card game players is because prices have generally been creeping up over the years, and there's so many new card gamers coming in. People seem to really be anxious, and people like really angsty about people who have collector boosters or people who want to buy collector boosters. I watched a video of a guy. He was posting up, oh man, like I love The Hobbit. I love Magic the Gathering, and he bought 2 cases of collector booster boxes. Yeah. And he was like so happy. He was actually opening them himself. And people in the comment section were ripping into him. But he was like, I just like collector boosters, guys. I like The Hobbit. What's the problem? Like, I have the money to buy the collector boosters, but that's just the thing with everything
you're
in the world.
feeding into the scalpers.
Yeah.
It's like they say everything in the world.
I think that's it. And it's like there's a lot of vitriol online of people being like, oh, you're the problem. You're like, the problem is that I bought the thing that I want to buy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like sometimes like I buy Pokemon for my kids, and sometimes it's going to be a little bit higher than retail, right?
Yeah.
And then if I want it, I'll just pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is, right? If it's too high, then maybe not. But if it's okay, like I pay like $50 more, then it is what it is.
I think it was like I think it was like as businessmen, which is what we are. Whether you want like what scale you want to be at, is whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's like we are, and it's like I find it something so specific because people are so emotionally connected to this industry of like, it's like part of their childhood and the nostalgia and the art and all this kind of stuff. I think it's very like, if I look at my other business that I work in with the trucks and we deliver like marble stone, you know, like I mostly deliver the incredibly expensive marble stone to the very expensive suburbs like Mosman Park and Peppermint Grove. I'm not delivering 40, like, you know, $300 a square meter to like regular suburbs, which I live in. I live in a regular suburb, right? I'm not buying $200 a square meter stone. And it's funny, I would never, people don't get mad about that. You know what I mean? It's like, well, yeah, some products are just not for the average punter, you know? Like,
It's just like if you can't buy a house in Peppermint Grove, right?
yeah.
The truth is, should you buy a collector booster?
If you want.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's just if you want to.
But you buy it because you want to have fun. You want to have a little bit of the gamble and go for it, right? I always tell people, don't overdo it. You buy a couple here and there, and you have some fun with it. If you actually want cards, buy singles, or maybe get a play booster. Because the play booster box actually will give you a lot more cards to play with, especially if you're hunting down playables from the set. Buy singles, play boosters, collector boosters are people who want to go for that little bit of like high. A little bit of like, hey, I want to chase that really cool art that I really want.
Well, we've talked before, right? Where it's like, I'm not a big casino guy. I'm not a really big drinker these days. So it's like, this is like opening a collector booster is the vice. And I'm allowed to have some of them, you know what I mean?
Correct.
And it's like, I think as long as you are realistic about what it is you're doing, you're spending money on cards instead of, you know, a mortgage.
Everyone wants
fine.
a bit of that dopamine. So
Yeah.
Don't
Thinking
open
about-
baseball cards.
Think about cool art. Oh, man.
Hey, man, if you really like baseball and you're into baseball guys,
I got cheated by Kang the other day.
I just see a few open packs on the top.
Kang's like, hey, you want to buy a boxer? Nope. What about a pack?
Get them one by one.
It's one of these things. If you're like into watching baseball and know the players and the like, you know,
Or
who's-
one player.
Honestly, I reckon that's probably 50% of the baseball card collecting community.
That's my struggle. If someone had a gun pointed to me and they told me to name 5 basketball players, I'm done for, dude.
Can you do 5 alive ones? I feel like you should be able to do 5
Okay,
alive ones.
5 ever, easy, right? 5 currently in the NBA.
Yeah.
LeBron James and who else?
Oh,
Well, Shaq and Shaq's son still play. No,
they don't
Kevin
play anymore.
Durant.
They don't play anymore.
Yeah, who's the guy where he plays with his own son?
Edwards.
Who?
Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards. You don't know that? Okay.
Nope. What's
Is it LeBron who has his kid playing with the same team?
maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know what team LeBron is in. He's still in Lakers?
Oh, no. He's removed.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just changed recently, right?
See,
Yeah.
that's my NBA knowledge.
LeBron James, Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah, that's a guy.
Yeah, Katie, bro. What the hell?
All right, Magic the Gathering. The most interesting product of 2026, I'm hoping it comes out in 2026, is Mystery Booster Commander Edition. This is the 3rd time they've revisited Mystery Booster. First 2 times, it's a set designed for drafts, designed for conventions.
Yeah.
A lot of really fun callbacks to Magic the Gathering's history. This time round, Mystery Booster 3, they've printed brand new cards specific to Mystery Booster, emphasizing Commander, because these cards are built for Commander. They have a bunch of special rules made for Commander.
Isn't that Command Masters?
It's
Yes.
kind of.
It's actually not terribly far off. It's probably
The problem is Commander Masters is good for reprints. Mystery Booster is not really a reprint set because their sets are so large.
Yeah.
The chances of falling
Just
to
call
reprint
it Commander
is low.
Staples.
obviously we're just discussing before we started that whether it's going to be accessible to the stores, which is a big hard I don't know question.
I'm hoping it reaches retail. I'm hoping that they just release it normally like any other product. But I don't think it's happening because the fact that we haven't had a chance to put it up for pre-order on any of our distributors and they want to release it in 2026, it's not enough time.
$1,000 box scalping. Let's
Yeah.
go.
They could, in theory, make it a printed demand. In theory.
It's a hard one because like we at Northern Boards, every time I get the opportunity, we've bought up as many mystery boosters as we can, boxes, and we've drafted them. We've done the exact process that you're supposed to do with it.
Because it's the best draft. It's so good.
The problem is even at straight cost, I'm up to charging $100 per person per draft player.
Because the boxes are like $600-ish for a regular mystery booster now.
Yeah, so the price is real high, and I don't mind doing that because we try not to go too expansive on the expensive sets. So we'll go back and do like a double masters and a whatever the master sets are and this kind of stuff, right? But it's getting to a point where I'm like, well, who's going to pay $150 for a draft? I have to be realistic about what people actually want to do. You know what I mean? It's like when we buy a box off eBay and we can draft it. I don't even mind running the event at cost price, but I can't Yeah, at some point, people can't justify
Yeah.
spending this amount of money, right?
I think the best case scenario, if they want to make this, because here's the thing.
Well, we
If
didn't
they
get any
don't-
of the latest ones either because they
They sold
the
out
hype's too
instantly.
high.
It was like 15 seconds on the website because they juiced it up with crazy expensive promos accompanying the Mystery Booster box. I think the best case scenario they can do is make this a printed demand, but they're on the website they go, hey guys, we're going to make it a printed demand. It will take 6 to 12 months for it to arrive, but we're making a printed demand, which means you will get your box rather than trying to make it a scramble to the finish line. So, because if they don't make enough of this product, I legitimately think the booster boxes will be $1,000 plus.
Yeah, it's just a shame.
And each individual card is going to be like $100.
You know why they can't do printed demand? Because they are all packed out with UBs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is just like another UB, effectively, right? Like it's just another in-universe thing.
The UBs are the ones that like really
Draw people in,
like
yeah.
really.
Well, here's
bang.
the thing, though. This is all the cards here are in universe. Mystery Booster 3 is in universe funsies, which I think a lot of people are fond for because it's fun references. We'll have Matt on at some point to talk about as well. A lot of fun references to
Like callbacks,
callbacks to old Magic the Gathering characters, old lore, mechanics that are very much designed for Magic the Gathering mechanics. What I love about Mystery Booster 3, it's a set for the developers to go, hey, we have these fun ideas and we can't put them in regular sets. We're going to put it in Mystery Booster 3. This is our fuck it, we ball set. This is we had fun ideas and we're going to give it a go.
It's like they realized that the unhinged sets, while very fun and the concepts are cool and the art direction was really cool, if they're not playable in Commander, it dives the value of that set by a significant amount. And this feels like an upgraded version of Unhinged.
And there's a lot of
Unglued.
demand for these new commanders because they're actually some of them are very
It's
good.
gonna be $50 cards everywhere.
Yeah. So, for example, Mystery Booster Commander Edition, they introduced Rule Breaker as a special keyword for these cards. Rule Breaker allows you to play regular game with Magic the Gathering, but with caveats to the rules. So, for example, speaking about a really popular commander that's going to come out, we have Seluma, Light of Asin, is a 4 and a white, so 5 mana 4/4 legendary creature, Angel Warrior. It's flying. Whenever Seluma deals combat damage to a player, return target angel creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Good effect. But mainly, it's because she has the Rule Breaker keyword. A deck with this commander can have angel cards of any color identity and can have any basic lands. So you can build 5 color angels now.
How many colors are Angels in?
Angels are kind of in every color because you have.
Wait, only basic land cards, right? But they can't use non-basic lands.
You can't. So there's going to be some color restrictions, but color fixing in artifacts is very good nowadays. So normally angel decks are split from being white mana, mono white, or 1 or 2 mana. You're kind of restricted to like 1 to 2 mana for your commanders, and there is a 3 mana angel commander, but this gives you 5 colors now. You can finally build proper 5 color angel commander without like some sort of caveat commander.
There's definitely no blue or green Angels though, right?
There is.
There is.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. In Australia alone, the white blue angel was Bruno,
Of course. Yeah.
and then the white green one was Sasunes.
Right. Yeah, she has that 6 cost activated ability.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
I
yeah.
retract my statement. I was incorrect. Yeah.
And we didn't really have any white black angels until they came out with Lacer.
Kaldheim. Yeah, the Kaldheim had some black Angels as well.
Correct. So now we have the full color bio of angels.
All right, I was wrong. Yep.
So this is kind of cool. I think this
it is cool.
I think while she is strong, she's not going to be as strong as the popular Giada because Giada ramps out angels. But you can do it now. You can have the catch-all. And there's a lot of fun ideas here in these ones here. We have staying in the white mana pie right now. We have Eski, Contaminated Priest. It just says she's a commander, which makes equipment you control have living weapon. All your equipments have living weapon.
Oracle of the Alpha is in this.
Correct. But it was in Mystery Booster 1-2 as well as a reprint.
Oh no! It has that Acon thing.
Yeah, you can't. It's not legal to play, but you can pull it, and it's still worth a fair amount of money.
Yeah.
But so this Phyrexian Cleric, right? Eski, Contaminated Priest. Basically, equipment you control have a living weapon. Any equipment you play is a living weapon, which means it's immediately a creature.
Yeah.
Colossal Hammer.
Oh, wait, that'd be a 1/1 though.
No, it's a 11/11. Oh no, it's a 10/10. Sorry.
Yeah, but living weapon isn't just the size of its.
no,
living weapon is you get a
just
0/0 gem
and then you
equipped.
attach the equipment to it.
It's like
Sorry, it creates the token that attaches to it.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
apologies. I was thinking of the other thing. Yeah.
So you have fun ideas like that, right?
Yeah.
You're like,
Very
I
cool.
can't play these equipment because they're not on curve, but if
10/10.
they just come in as creatures.
Interesting.
Yeah. These are cool ideas, right? to
You
build-
could
improve.
do like something where, I actually do like that a lot. Yeah. I really like the art design and the concept design here, and it feels a lot more like the character design from the 90s of just a regular set.
Yeah.
Like if you look back at I don't know Invasions or anything like that, you look at the wacky characters and the art direction. That kind of feels like where we're at now, just with these guys. They were just doing interesting things.
They've also done a lot of planeswalkers as commanders. So we're returning to, hey, we want to experiment with the idea of you can run planeswalkers as your commanders. The one that really caught my eye is the 5-color fella.
So the Alchemy reprints here is the cards that have come off of Arena, right? And they've reprinted here.
Correct.
I wonder why they've delineated those into being
Acorn
cards and not just
Because a lot of them
cards.
don't work on paper. So there's ones which say make a Mox Jet in your hand.
Yeah, but there's also one that says create a copy token. You know, what's the difference between just making a regular?
I think they just wanted to keep it a strictly arena thing you can play.
Yeah.
But you can get it on paper if you want to do fun things like cube drafts.
Like the collectors, there's a cycle of the collectors where there's one for each color, and I quite like that one color makes a different color.
Look at this Arzakon.
Yeah, that's the 5-color planeswalker I was talking about. So Arzakon is really cool because he's a 5-color planeswalker to play as your commander, but he is the final boss of Chandler.
Yes, yeah,
Which was really cool.
that is such a incredible
Little reference.
Yeah, such a tight reference back to something that most people
As a
would have any
commander,
relevance to.
he's very okay, but he's fun. He's fun. He's a Wooburg for 4 loyalty planeswalker. Uptick for 2 deals 3 damage to any target. So he bolts any target. Downtick 3, you make a Black Lotus token. Fun and exciting. You get to play with Black Lotuses in commander. Downtick 7, you Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Everyone discard their hand draw 7.
Time warp, right?
You know how Matt's making
Time Walk. Yeah, correct.
Matt's making the Instagram reels, and we only talked about Homelands just the other day, right? Which is only a few casts ago. And then in Homelands is that Joven and Chandler, and then when he's making that reel, he has this. I was watching it, and there was the picture of Joven and Chandler, which is like this guy's here. If you look it up, and I was like, where would Matt have
printed it together?
Yeah, I was like, where did Matt get this Joven and Chandler piece of artwork from? That's crazy, and it's literally in this mystery booster. So it's a perfect timing for him to be able to use it. It's so funny for that callback because it's just such a. Again, how many players today really know anything about Homelands?
Exactly, and then old references such as Isfahan, Butcher of Eln. We went from old Isfahan, which is an unplayable card from Fallen Empires.
Is it Uncle Isfahan? I think it is.
No, so the Dark. Was it the Dark?
Yes, the Dark. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't a really playable card.
Yeah.
And now he gets a real legendary creature to play with. He gets a little bit more lore of what's
It's
going
also
on.
funny because I remember we joked about it only again a few months ago about whether he him being a legendary character and using him for that, and then it's like they literally do it months later.
We had a lot of Ice Age. And they printed Gusta Ebbe's daughter, which is from Ice Age, the blue creature. So it really feels like Wizards of the Coast developers went, oh man, we have some really fun old references and ideas or characters that never got cards and would love to give to them.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I really like it, and it'd be a shame if it's not a product that's going to be available to consumers. Because again, this is one of those ones where it is best consumed in the way they've intended. Although I wonder if they're being commander focused means that it's not as draftable as a regular set would be. But it doesn't. Normally, when we did Commander Masters, for example, and we did the Commander Draft, which is a different format of draft where you have to create effectively a mini Commander deck and play against each other. Those were fairly unpopular in Perth.
I think in the convention when Gavin Verhey unveiled this, people were playing in 4-player commander pods.
Okay.
So it was draft, and you go into your 4-player commander pod, like a conspiracy draft.
Yeah.
They've doubled down on otters being the spellcasting.
Yes,
type.
I've seen that trend.
Tolabo Locked Rascal is a 4-mana 3/2 rule breaker. A deck with this commander can have instants and sorceries of 1 additional color, not in their commander's color identity, and any basic land cards. And whenever you cast an instant and sorcery spell, you create a 1/1 otter with prowess.
So it's the best Grixis commander ever written.
You could just just go giga on the spellcasting, bro. And then there's the one that was on everyone's tongue that kind of when people went, huh? Was the Wiz the Bibliophile.
Yeah.
Is a 3-mana white and blue for a 1/3 rule breaker. Your deck with this commander can have no maximum deck size. Now, I don't think it's a problem. I think it's fine. There's people on the internet would like to hype it up.
Yeah,
and drop it up
there's
as-
someone who's doing 110 cards, and there's someone who's doing 7,000 cards.
Yeah, but that's the guy who's coming up with 7,000 cards to a locals commander night. Go home, brother. You're gonna sit down at the table, and I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder and be like, "No, don't play that deck. You're going home."
you know, you can play a quarter of that deck or whatever.
And also,
Whatever.
like, if you go to your friend group, let's say you play home games, you go to your friend group and you bring that, haha, I have 7,000 cards in my deck. You sit down at the table. I'm not playing. Congratulations, bro. You won. You did it. You won. Wow. Can we go next? Can we play a different game now?
I do like the idea of having like say 300-400 cards, but you still only play with the same 40 cards that you would play if you just had 100 cards. You know what I mean? Because you're just working in that same.
Because it's for people who want to do Battle of the Wits.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Battle of the Wits or Yurion Commander or Companion. Sorry.
Yep.
For someone who just is indecisive and wants to put 120 cards in the deck, like I ran out of ideas.
Maybe they're just like, hey, I want to use my entire collection.
I don't want to take lands out of my deck. I want to keep putting cards in.
Yeah.
So
I think the concept's really cool, and it'll be one of those things that if hopefully when it hits the Secret Lair website,
It's gonna be dog shit, bro.
this one is fun for you as someone who enjoys like Phyrexia and lore, right?
Yeah.
We have Valko Endorian is a 3 and a black, so 4 mana for a 2/4. Human Wizard, Phyrexian creatures you control have menace and lifelink.
Yeah.
Sure. Rule Breaker, a deck with this commander can have Phyrexian cards of any color, identity, and basic lands.
I did see that. Yeah.
You can go harder on just Phyrexia tribal, not Phyrexian creatures or Phyrexian such, Phyrexian tribal.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So Phyrexian cards as in Phyrexian language or Phyrexian type?
Just that, they went back and on Gatherer they subtyped a bunch of different cards to be Phyrexian cards.
Yeah.
So like all of my, because I've already got two Phyrexian tribal decks that I only use cards from the specific sets. So it's more like the deck is more like a little history of those sets, I guess. For the first two that they're in, and so a lot of those work now better together because they do have that Phyrexian subtype. So it allows them to then use the tribal things a little bit better.
All right, so that's okay.
We have a revisit to Homerids. Well, actually,
The Homerids is very funny. It's so relevant. This whole set is so relevant to the things we've been talking about.
It's so good because we're going to Nauticus, which is an underwater set, and they've hinted at the return of Homerids. Finally, the best creature type of Magic the Gathering.
Finally know where
returns.
they've gone. Yeah.
We have.
I'm bringing the butter.
dude.
We what we need is every retail gets like a case of this.
Yeah.
Just to make it possible for people to get their hands on them.
Yeah. Like just everybody just gets 6.
In the past, every now and again, they've sent secret lairs through retail.
Yeah.
Every now and again, distributors have been, hey, do you want to buy some secret lairs? We'll go, yes. Hopefully this is the case. And it's not just a scramble to the finish line through a website and everyone's queuing up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. That's the killer part. Like that's not gonna happen. Like you just have US having the most stocks for Mystery Booster Tree, and then
I also built a deck with where I'm using the Future Sight mana rocks in there, and there's a few new ones in here. And I was like, oh no,
Yeah, right.
because like
It gets you.
they're a few $. Now.
Rikala, the Homerid King, is a 3 mana green and white for a 0/4 at the beginning of your upkeep. Put a tide count on him, and if there are 4 more tide counters on Rikala, remove them. It's the tide mechanic from Fallen Empires.
Yeah.
That's insane. They brought it back. And then he gets creatures you control get +1/+0 for each tide counter. So your creatures get stronger when it's high tide.
Yep.
And weaker when it's low tide.
It's low tide, yeah. I do like them bringing the day-night process back into the game in the form of water.
And then when you have 3 or more tide counters, your islands tap for an additional blue. So it's super flavorful.
Yeah, super flavor, yeah.
Fun. It's a
I
fun
don't know.
one.
This whole set's really cool. The art's really cool. There's some amazing like character design in there as well, you know.
We have Nephilim commanders.
Yeah.
The longest time ever. Like the names for the 4-color pairings in Magic the Gathering are named after the Nephilim. They were kind of the original 4-color creatures. You can't play them as commanders because they don't have the legendary subtype.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Sorry, super type.
Back when I first started, like 15 years ago, they were pretty well accepted to be like you could just use those.
Yeah.
Like a lot of players.
Oh my
I
god,
think the average person is okay with you just going for
Autumn Willow is from Homelands.
it. Correct. Autumn Willow.
I played that card in my extended format.
Yeah. If you scroll right down to I don't know if you guys are using Scryfall or what you're using to look at them, but right down the bottom, they've put in a Future Sight border the exotic orchid from
Oh, that's nice.
Bloomburrow, which is
Beautiful art.
it's one of
So
the
pretty.
it's one of the best pieces of modern Magic art I've seen them like do. It's just an incredible piece of work.
Yeah,
and, it's awesome in that border.
It's like a little squirrel, little mice fella just surrounded by fruit.
Yeah, the color and the art, you could just, you know what I mean? This is one of those ones where it's like, someone spent hours painting this before.
It's stuff
going
like
anywhere,
this that makes people go, I want it in foil, and I'm willing to pay the premium for that in foil because because we all love art. I think if you enjoy Magic the Gathering, part of you enjoys art.
Yeah.
So then we have so the Nephilim Commanders. We finally have a proper Nephilim Commander. Very excited for a lot of people.
I wonder how many people have been out there shouting for the old Nephilim Commander.
Dude, old classic. People were really keen for the Madcap Jester. Madcap Jester is not a rule breaker, but he's a 4-mana Grixis colors, 3 and 2. Whenever he attacks, each opponent exiles the top card of the library. Whenever a spell ability you control causes one or more cards to be exiled from an opponent's library, you may play those cards on end of turn. And mana can be cast any way this way. So he is I do the Grixis thing of steal all your cards, play all your cards. And very on rate as well, because you're effectively drawing 3 cards every time you attack.
I might need we might need to get Matt on to give us some rundowns on the characters that I don't recognize, because there's so many callbacks here to like previous cards or characters that were in the background of other cards. Like you said, the one like Arzakon from the Chandelier game, but like there's other guys here. I'm like, clearly there's so much character in you. You're from somewhere, but where?
The big one as well is the unluckiest Planeswalker.
Yeah.
So we've always had him as a recurring character in art pieces. He's the curse guy. He's the guy who's constantly getting cursed by those aura enchantments.
Yeah.
But now he has a proper card.
Do you know, like they've also popped him into the background of a few other cards. Like there's a vampire from a set quite a few years ago now, but she's got a voodoo doll. And Voodoo Doll is in the shape of that guy as well. Yeah, with little quiff hair and everything.
This guy gets getting zapped by everything.
I saw there's a guy who does cosplay of that character specifically. And he's like, I can't believe my time has come.
That's incredible.
That's crazy.
It really got me because I can't remember when they canonized that he was a Planeswalker. And they committed in giving him a card as well.
Yeah,
He's the unluckiest Planeswalker. He is a 2 and a red for a 4 loyalty Planeswalker, rule breaker. A deck with this commander can have aura cards of any color, identity, and basic land cards. Add 1 mana of any, so uptick 1, add 1 mana of any color. When you use this mana to spend an aura spell, create a 1/1 red gremlin. Downtick 3, discard your hand and draw cards equal to twice the number of auras you control. For each aura you attach to you, attach to an opponent of your choice. So, this is all about casting enchantment auras on yourself specifically.
Yeah. It's funny, like his whole concept design of being like effectively in curse and like planeswalking into the wrong place. I feel like that's exactly how I'd be doing it. You know what I mean? I'd be planeswalking. You'd be like, oh, I'll planeswalk onto this like moving ship, and it'd be perfect. And then like you planeswalk in, and you're like 3 minutes behind, and you're just plummeting through the air now. You're like, oh motherfucker.
They got me with this is one of those I need to know what's going on. So Jandor, Fortune Traveler, is beautiful art, right? It's an old fella offering you like a feast, like in the snowy fields, and there's like ice in the background of the mountains. I have to wonder if this is a reference to some character in Ice Age, because it's so nice and so jolly, and also it's weird. It's beast, camel, horse, elephant, wolf, creature tribal with mouse. It's the saddled creature tribal. It's legitimately just all the stuff you can ride, and he's just a guy who travels, and he's brought all of his companions. It's incredible art. I have to know who looked at Lord Trestlehorn in the dev team and went, we have to make Trestlehorn playable. And even then, he's very okay. So Lord Trestlehorn's Lord Returned is a 2 and a Grixis color for a 10/4 trample indestructible. When he enters, sacrifice him unless you sacrifice 3 creatures, pay 3 life, and you have an opponent draw 3 cards. But the upside is when he's on the board, whenever you sacrifice a creature, you draw a card. So he generates you a lot of card draw because you have to sacrifice 3 creatures. So by default, you are drawing 3 cards. And then every time you play like aristocratic strategy, you're constantly drawing cards.
So when he enters, you draw 3 cards pretty much.
Correct.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then the big downside is you have to give someone else 3 cards. And he's also kind of a 10/4. It's like awkward stats for a 5-mana.
So Jandor is a character from the Arabian Nights set.
Okay.
And
Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so there's a bunch of cards called Jandor's Ring, Jandor's Saddlebags. So that's so cool.
Yeah.
So he's got a bunch of items that are in the set, but there's no reference to the character, which is that's very early Magic, where there'd just be like this guy's vault or Limdul's vault or something, but you wouldn't get a Limdul, and you're like, why the fuck are we talking about his vault? You know what I mean? Which is it's very funny. So.
Old lore as well. We have a card from Macadia, Chief Magistrate of Macadia.
You know what's crazy? Like trying to Google any information about Magic cards, because there's so much hype right now. it's really hard to find actual information on the cards because it's just a billion websites selling the card. You know what I mean? Like it's a real
SEO optimization.
Yeah, it's a real swamp of information out here for card games.
Balefang, the Unslayable. Wow.
Wow.
And then we have references to Kamigawa.
Do we have any favorites, boys? Like, what are you?
Uramon Shadows
Wait,
Reaches
hold
from
on.
Kamigawa.
Is this Balefang a red and white or red?
Which card am I looking at here? Sorry,
The red card, the Balefang, the dragon.
Balefang Unslayable is it's a red-white card.
Yeah,
correct?
it's a red white card. Yeah.
But it's
But
the,
it
the white
makes
token, though.
Baneslayer Angel tokens.
Yeah.
What? That's cool. The art is
But the
the
thing is
art
that
a dragon fighting an angel? It is.
Is
It's
it
demon
a
dragon.
white?
Is it red-white?
Yeah.
It's red-white. It's red-white. It's two colors because it has the in the rules. It has the white pips.
Donkey, bro. I can't play that in my deck now.
Wait, is it though? Hold on.
Yeah, because
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's telling you the tokens
I
matter.
need
Yeah.
to misread it. No, it is mono red. It is mono red.
Yeah.
Because pips in the rules text, it put pips in flavor like reminder
Oh,
text doesn't count.
Yeah, it's in the brackets, so it's
Yeah.
not on the card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy because you know this exists only on one other card, and they've just done it again. It's only on the Extort White Enchantment.
Yeah.
It's
The
the
Blind
only other
Obedience.
time this exists. Now it exists twice.
Oh shit.
It's like they've 100% committed to the nuisance of this card.
All right.
Because you're right, people are going to treat this like a white red card constantly,
Yeah.
the same way they do with it's the Ravnica card where your things come in tapped, makes your opponent's things come in tapped, and you extort one.
Blind obedience.
No.
Yeah,
no,
yes, it is.
Not blind obedience.
Is it not blind obedience?
I think
no,
it is.
it's the O. Something with O, but not blind obedience.
Fuck.
It's the
Authority
O-
of consoles.
Authority of consoles is the one.
No, that's the one cost one.
white.
That's the Kaladesh one.
Yeah.
Which one you were talking about? Sorry.
While you guys do that, we also have a reference to Davol from Carnival of Souls. It's a card that I haven't seen played in quite a while. I think people fell in love with Davol because he just has funny flavor text in Carnival of Souls. But then it gets a real card now in Davol, Evancar of Wrath.
What the hell? Meat Squeak Hot Lord. Oh my god.
Yeah,
that Squirrel's gonna get so powerful.
This screw one's really good.
It's like if you create a token, and then you just create a
So
token.
what also really got
and
me
then
as
you
well-
create a token, then your commander create a token.
Yeah.
No? Is this gonna back and forth, right?
It's math the deck.
What really got me as well is we're talking about old school. You mentioned like old school feeling art, or Danny, right? We have art from Quentin Hoover, right? Quentin Hoover is deceased. So, but his estate has allowed people to use some of his art for other card games like Sorcery, and Quentin Hoover is such a prolific artist in Magic's original like history.
Yep.
To have Quentin Hoover not come back, but that's the
Put him on a
poor
zombie card.
phrasing. But have Quentin Hoover's art featured once again on Magic
Represented
the
again,
Gathering
yeah.
has been incredible, right? So then the Cursed Heart is an Angel Warrior. Just beautiful art from him because he has such a distinct art style too.
Is
I
it
love to love.
is it like a Biggie situation where the artwork was half finished and they've got to have someone come in and
Maybe
finish up the work?
they just commit to it. So
Because this is very sketchy, like this one, right? You know what I mean? So it might be an early and a still in progress piece of art.
all right, now comes the question: do we have a favorite?
The Tressa Horn's Lord Returned, I think is a very cool piece of art, and while not good, I would still build it.
He looks like what an old school big baddie would look like.
Yeah.
He is the final boss of the dungeon.
to me, it's like the classic OG like bad guy like card.
The Lord of Tressorhorn, right?
Yeah.
So, and then when you looked at his card, the original card of him also was kind of, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Like
From
even
Legends.
though it's a very janky old piece of art, it's to me it's very synonymous.
If I
with the
remember
game.
correctly, it's because there wasn't that many 3-color combinations. Like, and we had most of them was from Legends.
Absolutely correct. Yeah. Even like so, you're willing to suffer to build out because a good again like mana rocks and all those things didn't exist like that then. You didn't have fetch lands then, so you were either going for dual lands effectively, right? And even the options for those weren't an incredible amount. So like if you were going to do commander or you were going to do like you used to being a 60 card regular deck, you were sticking to 2 colors most of the time. So having something that pushes you into that third deck, which realistically would make it, maybe not as good because you're spreading yourself a little thin.
Yeah.
It's like then if you can pull something off, you're like, yeah. I reckon that's a very, very cool card.
William, what about yourself?
I'm a dragon guy.
You're on that Baneslayer Angel Dragon.
Yes, sir.
So we have Balefang the Unslayable as a 3/2 red, so 5 and a 5/5. Flying Trample, protection from angels and archons. Players can't gain life, Whenever he enters, target opponent creates a tapped Baneslayer Angel token. The token is goaded for the rest of the game. So you make a big old dragon that doesn't care about angels, and you give an opponent an angel card.
That's
it's
goated.
kind of a fun idea. It's really
Goated
cool, right?
for the rest of the game.
There's got to be some deep lore about Bale flaying the Unslayable and why it makes a Baneslayer Angel as well.
And then, and you know what? It can't attack you. Ha ha ha! I can't gain life. Ha ha ha! All right, my whole Magic like career right now is just having one deck and then just playing that one deck, getting cards for that one deck. So I don't feel like pressure all the time.
Yeah.
So that one deck, like Hobbit gave me 2 cards for my deck, which is the Desolation of Smoke and Smoke.
Yep.
So I'm done.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like at the moment, I have this real drive to get back in Commander and play and build new decks, and I've been trying to build new decks. But what that really means is I have cards all over my work desk at home, and I'm just working around piles of cards. Because my time factor, as always, is less negotiable than I would like it to be, you know?
Then it just like make your deck more optimized. I think that's the best way. Like if you have the Sauron deck, right?
Yeah.
Make it fancy. Like just
I think
continue
that's
it.
probably about as fancy as it's going to go.
No, just continue it.
I don't know if there's any more continuing. I do, every now and again, I'll swap cards in and out. Like I put, the whole concept of that deck was supposed to be that it was like every card could look like it's a metal, like a band metal poster, which I've definitely achieved. I have subbed in a Jaws in at the moment because it's fucking good.
It's my favorite card, and something that actually I've been thinking about building as a commander as well. So this is not a rule breaker. It's a humble Sargon Raider Warlord. Is a red, white, and black. So Mardu colored for a 1/4 dinosaur berserker. I love the art for him.
Yeah,
because he just looks like something I want out of in Warcraft, right?
Yeah.
Not Warcraft. In Age of Sigmar Old War, right? In Warhammer, when you have
they've somehow given like what is an animal like character to be like it's almost like it's a humanization.
It looks
of
like a
character.
Sauron warrior to me.
Yeah.
I love the art. It's so metal. The berserker feels like I can hear Breaking Benjamin in the background. He's a double strike.
Blow me away.
Exactly right. It's so metal, but he has double strike. He has Start Your Engines. It's a mechanic from Aether Drift that I never thought we'd see. Start Your Engines.
See that. That's
he has
so funny.
Start Your Engines. No reference to cars at all. The Start Your Engines thing is just because he's trying to ramp up.
He's going real fast.
He's getting real fast. So he's double strike
Amazing.
1/4. Whenever he attacks, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn for each creature you control with first strike or double strike. So he's first strike, double strike, tribal.
Ooh, that's cool.
Max speed. He gets Death Touch, and other creatures you control have first strike. So he's all about aggression. You're running all those first strike, double strike creatures, and you're trying to ramp up, get to max speed. Because the medium when you hit max speed, everything you control has first strike, and everything gets buffed +1 by how many first strike or double strike you have. So you can take him as building a bunch of first strike, double strike tribal, or you can go super wide with tokens, and suddenly you're just slamming in with a bunch of hard to deal with tokens.
Right? You need to deal combat damage or damage.
You need to deal damage to player.
Oh, that's easy for red, right?
On your turn.
Is
Very
it red?
easy. Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
But he's just like he looks
Just
like a
shot
really
someone.
interesting brew, really aggressive. Just Mardu usually is either aggro, but here's the thing, right? I feel like the Mardu aggro pie has been dominated by Ishin.
Yeah.
Which says you have double attacking triggers. He's a different way of brewing that, like Mardu aggression. Mm-hmm. So he's cool, very cool.
He's very cool. Yeah.
Is it white as well?
Mardu, yeah, red, white, and black.
Yeah.
Oh, they can create tokens.
You can the tokens and then the idea of him that he almost puts kind of like a scary count on the table. The immediate moment you hit that max speed, suddenly people go, "Oh shit! All your stuff has first strike now."
There's an uncommon enchantment from one of the returns to. Fuck, where's Liliana from?
Liliana's from somewhere.
The vampire place. You know what we're talking about?
Innistrad.
Yeah,
That's
it's from
right,
Innistrad.
yeah.
It's from the Innistrad one that looks like a horseshoe, and it gives all of your creatures skulk. Perfect for this. And
What?
But the enchantment is it's black, but it has a white pip in it, so it has to be only played in white black decks. But it's perfect for this because it just gives everything skulk, which means they can't be blocked by creatures that are bigger than them.
Oh,
so
you have to trade.
You just shoot out fuckloads of 1/1s and then swing away.
luck trading,
I think
dude.
that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Something about a dinosaur wearing armor
Yeah.
satisfied that Seraphon brain emote, part of me.
You're fighting him and you finally break through his armor and he's like, another layer of armor.
It's the inner child of going, William gets it. William likes dragons because dragons are cool.
I am a dragon guy.
Right? And like, I like dinosaurs because dinosaurs are kind of cool, right? And then like the science was keep telling me that like maybe dinosaurs were actually feathered and maybe dinosaurs are actually aquatic.
Yeah,
and I'm going,
Have you, like,
both.
there's some crazy theory going around now that scientists are trying to prove that dinosaurs were actually really fat and that the bone structures just was really like deep inside and they had all this like calloused like structure around them. And it's using things like elephants and stuff to convince us that if you took an elephant skeleton and and that they'd be really like if you just did the same concept, they'd be really thin. But like a rhino and an elephant, and they're just trying to say the dinosaurs were hell fat now. You're like that doesn't make as good a picture for sure.
What is it? The Spinosaurus. They've now the scientific theory is that the Spinosaurus was probably aquatic, and that's why it had those fins.
Yes,
because it was actually swimming
is that
around
the one
everywhere.
that they found an egg from recently?
Oh, maybe.
There's some dinosaur where they found an egg and they can only attribute it to this one dinosaur that they didn't think laid eggs. So the current scientific consensus is that both laid eggs and also laid live birth. Which I'm just like, that's just scientists being like, whatever.
Scientist goes, whatever. We don't know. It's a million years old. It doesn't matter anymore. Whatever, dude. All those dinosaurs became petrol for us.
Yeah. It comes down to one question. If you have a time machine, you only can travel once, back and back here again. One time. Which time you go?
We've definitely done this before.
We've done this before. We had
but
this, yeah.
I think I've defined my answers. I feel like I've thought about it after. You know, when we do this thing, we talk here, and I obviously can't remember any of the words that I need at any time.
Yeah.
And also we have a discussion, and then I'll be on the way home driving, and I'll be like, fuck, I have this.
This is a better idea.
Yeah. I would definitely just go to the first section of Egypt. Like, you know how like they always talk about when Egypt was
built?
Yeah, when they talk about like in like Egyptian time, there was Egyptians who had no idea how certain things were built because it was thousands of years old for them. I want to go to the first, like when the first time
The
of
founding
Egypt.
of like the
What if you see like
nation.
Predator there? Like,
That's. I guess I'm not,
you see
guess I'm not
aliens?
coming back.
Dude, if you go back and you do see a straight up alien, like UFOs are sucking up marble, like the limestone of building the pyramids. Would you tell people? Would you come back to the future and go, guys?
No, they're just gonna come crazy.
Yeah, exactly, right. You just have to hold that secret in you forever.
You know what? I'm gonna selfishly just be okay with keeping it secret. Like, this is my information.
Well, one day you're just like telling people, dude, you don't understand.
Like realistically, if
You
you
don't
did go
understand.
back and then you saw aliens or some crazy shit and then you came back, how are you gonna actually convince anybody?
well, you gotta,
You're kind of
like,
fucked, right?
explain,
You just have to do your best of making it sound as convincing as possible and just hope.
You're just out there in like 22 BC or like BC with the iPhone. Like you know how
Nah, I
like
feel like if you could
geotags.
bring tech, you're cheating.
No recording. No,
Yeah, if you bring tech, you just have to come back to the future and you're holding those cardboard signs, be like, guys, the aliens built the pyramids.
You know how like it geotags your photos when you take them?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're on iPhone, you can like just search.
You know what? You go back in time, right? What you do is you have the meta glasses.
You just walk around. That's what I mean. I was like,
Nah, because nowadays people will think it's AI. People will just go hard in on, nah, it's not real.
let's be honest with me. Have you guys been caught by anything AI so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting.
Some of them are getting very. I'm like, oh, that's funny, and then like it's like it's
It's
AI
if
video.
I pay attention, I will notice it's AI.
Oh,
but if I'm just
they have
scrolling
like a very
past,
non-fluid movement. Like it's like
It's-
very.
it's
You know, I
still
got did
noticeable
by.
now.
I got did by that monkey in China that stole the umbrella, and then
Yeah.
it flew. Like it stole the lady's umbrella, and because it was open, he flew off the side of the mountain. I thought that was real.
what the hell? Man?
it's
Well,
always like
I've been to
slightly
Bali
shaky.
where the monkeys steal shit all the time.
It's always that slightly shaky cam as well, a little bit blurry.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's if I really pay attention, I can usually see that it's AI. But it's taking a second now. I have to actually. It requires manual
good now.
thinking now.
You know what I hate? I hate going to a restaurant and seeing full AI photos of every bit of food.
Oh, yes.
Such a nightmare, bro. They're like, oh, it makes it look better. I'm like, no.
Every single poster right now is AI.
Oh, I'm sure at the card conventions you see.
Every single one of it.
Yeah, there was some guy who was in America and he was like, whatever place it was, and he was going. It was like an outdoor market. It was quite pretty actually. It was like a lot of trees, a lot of forestry, and he's wandering around and he's like, he was just counting every single one of the AI like posters effectively, and some of them are so egregious. You know, it's like Sonic with 7 fingers, and then like this character with like 2 eyes and stuff like that. There was one with a Mario Kart guy, Mario from Super Mario, and he's got 4 legs. and they're all going out in a different direction, almost in the shape of a swastika. Not quite, but they're like, it's like he's supposed to be kicking, but the AI has just generated too many legs for this one character. And they're like, and they're just like, this works. And they just slap it on the side of like a food truck or whatever they put it on.
It's crazy because we're in the day and age of Canva, where
I know.
you have so many tools that assist you in making real posters and designs. It's so easy now. You just plug and play, but the AI is still just kind of, everyone just kind of types a prompt in, right? Exactly
what I said to Nema. I was like, spend 10 minutes on Canva, and even if it doesn't look as what in your mind is crisp or clear, I would rather that and it be something you produce. Like it's not like you have to spend hours doing it or learn Photoshop. Just make something in 10 minutes and then pop it up, and then we don't have to have the discussion with people about is this in AI, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now shitty art is real art.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, shitty art.
Hey William,
real.
which timeline are you going back to? What are you going back to?
Before he had kids.
William's like 2008 before crypto blew up.
Yeah.
Now I want to go back to Jesus, bro.
That was going to be my answer.
He's one of his best, bro.
No, that was
No,
legit.
I want to see, bro.
No, I'm with William. That was going to be my answer as well. I want to go back to the exact time when Jesus was doing the whole thing, because history says that Jesus was real. So
Yes,
we know that
correct,
Jesus
yeah.
was
There
a real,
was a guy,
There was a guy, but also so much.
It's just how magical was the guy.
Well, Christianity is and has dominated the history of the Western world. It's been such an impactful part of history, right? Everything in the Western world is one way or another affected by Christianity, right? And all that, right? Or some of the biggest wars in the world were fought over religion. So going back and seeing Christ and being in that environment and seeing what's going on and seeing what's history. And hey, if it did turn out Jesus was real, then I guess I start praying.
Yeah, that's when you convert. Yeah.
Like, hey, goes judge. Like, let's go.
Like he's chatting to you, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I believed in you all the whole time, bro. I go to church every Sunday."
Dude, I go back and I suddenly see a man walking on water. Fuck, dude, I guess.
Or he's like, "Hey, how's the future going?" You're like,
oh,
not good. You should really be paying attention.
If I go back and none of the things that the book said he did, he doesn't do. He doesn't do nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
And I go, okay. So
That's crazy.
It's like it's the same thing as like if you learn,
maybe ignorance is better.
Yeah, I feel like it is. You know what I mean?
But I'm really curious about Egypt though.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that really puzzles.
I guess it's kind of the birthplace of civilization. So
There's so much stuff now as well, like where it's in two ways. Like in our minds, it's impossible to create it, but financially, there's things that are impossible to create. Like, have you seen? There's that place in India where they've carved out of the stone, like of the bedrock of the stone, and it's very heavy, like depth granite, and they've carved it out, and everything's perfectly carved, and there's physically no way for us to do that anymore. At any level of accuracy. Because it's like they would have used basically they used slaves over thousands of years to sandpaper this rock.
Yeah.
And it's just physically, you couldn't pay someone legally to do this now because you basically have to have slaves.
It requires
slavery,
crushing labor.
Right? Yeah, and it's all done immaculately to out of stone. They had one rock and they had one chance to fix it because there's no breaking and then gluing bits back on to fix it up again. There's just no way for us to recreate that.
It's
ever
like
again.
it's like when Machu Picchu,
Yeah.
where the amount of considerable effort it takes to take stone up onto the mountain and place it to make a whole entire town up there. It's astronomical effort.
Do you know that
can't do
Machu
nowadays.
Picchu is just a descriptionary term?
Is it?
There's heaps of Machu Picchus. So that anytime there's rock building on top of a mountain, that's a Machu Picchu in that I guess area. So there's a main one that everyone knows about, and then because that's the touristy one,
like Stonehenge, just many Stonehenge.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's heaps of Machu Picchus, and a lot of the biggest ones you just can't actually get to whatsoever because they're completely gone over by the rainforest and stuff.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. It's just, again, it's like all that stuff is really cool. And we just...
The ancient humans, dude.
And that's why we have such ugly, shitty buildings getting built because it costs too much money to make them look like they did even 100 years ago. You know what I mean? You have these beautiful buildings with big stone gargoyles and brown stone and all this incredible art and trappings. And now we just get laminated
because it's about
piece of shit.
now you have to get efficiency, right?
Yeah.
You have to get return ROI.
It is. If the biggest thing for Australia is the tilt panels, which this building is made out of, is you have the concrete tilt panels because it's the cheapest, most cost-effective way to put it up. But you know what's cheap and cost-effective? Fucking looks like shit.
Yeah, you're never gonna get those giant Gothic cathedrals anymore.
Yeah, it just costs too much money. Who's producing that stuff?
Which is why when it what's the one in Spain or France when it had the fire?
Oh,
You know the one called
yeah.
Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Was it Notre? No, I think Notre Dame is the.
Notre Dame got destroyed slightly.
Yeah,
I think so.
So when it
I
happened,
can't
it's
remember.
actually pretty devastating because
So many of the internal structure of Notre Dame is like old timber, and timber gets to a certain point. If you don't lacquer it, it becomes like brittle and then very easy to burn.
Yeah.
But the problem is the structure there. There's so many areas where people can't physically get to. So because it's blocked off by other areas, that it's drying out on the inside, and you don't have that opportunity to get in there and do that. That's like when they finished off that Spanish one, which I'm forgetting the name of, where they have basically the one that like all of Games Workshop product is built as designed to look like. They only finished it like the last couple of years, and they started redesigning the internal structure so they can then re-access it.
the Sagrada Familia.
That one.
Yeah, the one where the Lego set.
Yes,
the
correct.
set
Yeah.
for.
Famously designed, famously idolized by the Lego set.
Known by Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest Lego set ever created. So
Yeah, that structure is incredible. And
have you seen the skyline where you just have just regular modern town laying around a giant cathedral?
Yeah, effectively all of the Games Workshop buildings are designed after that building.
Gothic, dude.
Yeah.
Hella gothic.
Yeah, and they committed to. It took them. Can you Google how many years it's taken them to build it? Because I think it's hundreds and hundreds of years. It's one project with one set of original designs, and it's like the whole thing of where the architects passed the information down to the next generation of architects for hundreds of years. It's crazy.
It took 144 years. Wait, hold on. This is just the basilica.
Yes.
It took 144 years.
Yeah, it's the whole place is hundreds of years old.
That's crazy.
Because I guess they don't have records of like when it actually first started. But it's like even parts of it have taken hundreds of years. So it's incredible stuff. I think humans are cool. And once again, like the religion, right? The Christianity being the forefront of why these like giant cathedrals exist is really cool to see the man behind the legend, Christ. Because you go to church, right, Will?
Yes.
Would you consider yourself fairly religious or just kind of practicing?
I'm fairly religious. Yeah.
Religious. There you go. I never knew that. Was that a contributor to why you want to go back and see Christ?
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
It helps reinforce, you know?
My other answer was to go back and see Genghis Khan, but what if I just get killed?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, okay, wait.
If you believe the rumors, you're too tall, Kang.
If you go
True.
back, right, you have immunity.
Yeah, but
You have shields.
nah, because then they get really curious. They
Yeah,
keep
you have
trying.
shields.
They keep trying to
go
stab
back-
me.
Okay, go back like 1 minute, like just 1 minute and back.
1 minute.
1 minute.
I can't do shit in 1 minute.
Hey, you gotta see.
If I could go back for 1 minute, I'm going back to like the dinosaur era and just going to just go have a look and finally see if they look like elephants or not.
Yeah.
Immunity. You have immunity. You have shields for 1 minute.
What?
So if you see aliens, if they fire like laser on you, you're
So
safe.
it's just enough to freak you out, and you learn nothing at all.
Hey,
If it's 1 minute, I'm going forward in time. I want to see what
back
the
in
future
time,
looks
bro.
like.
The times was back in time.
Well, is the future scarier than the past now?
yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say traveling to the future now has
Because it's already
uncertainty?
past. It's already over.
The universe peaked in like the 80s, right? A lot more serial killers.
We had synth pop and like
But,
cool looking drinks. Straws are still made out of plastic.
Sure, it was the last time you could like leave the house with your front door open and not be a
Oh
problem.
yeah,
right?
definithad. It's very different.
Yeah. That's
had
it's
cool
just,
movies.
It's all uphill to the 1980s, and then like 1985 to 1995, and then it's peaked downhill from there.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. There's no
100%.
way Lucas has a better childhood than I had a childhood,
Yeah.
and I don't think there's a
Yeah.
better chance that I had a better
So,
childhood than my parents.
There was an interesting thing I was looking at, which was like people on Reddit were saying, "Hey, each generation of people, what was their best trait and what's their worst trait?" You know, and it was like,
Ooh, yeah,
and what was the talking about like the current generation, right? Generation Z, whatever the current like the Zoomer generation, whatever. Yeah, their best trait is that this generation has a genuine understanding of like mental health, right? People are aware
True.
of like that, and like there's more of acceptance around that. But the worst trait is the general apathy that like the younger kids have now.
Yeah.
because so many kids now are realizing that there's not so much out there looking for them.
Yeah.
as like the economy
the
is
giving up is strong.
the giving up is strong. A lot of them,
Yeah.
right? Like they know that the the economy is kind of in shambles and the houses are getting more and more ridiculous.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of younger kids now kind of more accepting of what's going on.
they're taking hope and being like, nah.
And I get it, right? There's a general like a care now.
Is that worse or social media? Surely social media is the worst thing.
I think social media is the worst conductor of it.
What age are you gonna let your kids have phones?
18.
18. Yeah, it's probably fucking smart, I'd say.
You don't need one. What do you need one for? That's my reason. Like, I'm okay with phones, but
you pick your kids up. That's the main thing.
What is the reason why you need a phone?
It's less. You are right. You are fully right. And I've made the mistake of letting my child have a phone too young.
But you pick up your kids.
yes.
That's a big thing.
Yeah. Well, that is true. Lucas has to walk home from school for a long time.
I mean, that's a good reason.
But the main thing is because he's the only person who doesn't have a phone. I think every parent goes through that, and that's why when people talk about the government shouldn't be moving in and like stopping kids having social media before 16, but you kind of need that because parents. As you should be strong parents and being able to communicate with your kids, and it's up to you. So you can't pass the buck, but you almost need another governing body to walk in and say like, "Oh, you can't do that." So that when I say to Lucas, "No, you can't do that," there's a reason that you can't. Do that.
Well, I mean, because
kids don't want to listen.
But
to
then
their
you
parents,
also because if you don't give your kid a phone, then you're excluding your kid from the potential social implications. Because the kids can't. Then you're.
I mean, this is life. I tell them straight up, like now, life is unfair. And you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have it like everything in life.
I wish you are right, and I wish I wish Lucas was younger at the age point I am now because I would hardcore be like, nah.
What if your friends have every one of your friends have house and you're still renting? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like, what is that? Like you can't like what is that?
Yeah, that's not your friend's fault, right?
Yeah, it's not your friend's fault, right? So I could just tell them like sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't.
I've been seeing more and more of schools now will have a requirement of, hey, all the kids are gonna have phones, sure, but when the kids show up to class, they have to hand their phone in and they go into like a locked bag, and you get it like at the end of. Like,
apparently, that's
whatever.
really big in like the high end, high educational, like you see like the
private, like the little fancy private schools,
really private schools in like France and like big parts of China and like the places where they hardcore lock the phones out. The thing is, like Lucas, it's funny because my son's a 15-year-old boy, so he's in high school, right? And he talks about it's like the school, if the kids pull their phone out in class, they get in trouble. But he reckons that the teachers are just constantly on their phones the entire time throughout the class.
Yeah.
So it's like I think the education has to come down to realizing that this is an incredibly addictive format. Just like junk food and gambling and stuff, and it's almost like the education around them shouldn't be on kids to not do it because kids are going to do it. It should be teaching them why they shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
It needs to be not one of those things where it's like, oh, you shouldn't do this because I said you can't do it. You shouldn't be doing this because this is how it's affecting you. And the education needs to be more on the education part and less on the directive part.
The more and more now, like things like the ability to read a book is a learned skill. Like these things to kind of the ability to be patient is a learned skill. There's so many things that feel like at a foundational age where you kind of just got to take it back and like build those building blocks.
Yeah.
But if you give that like short form dopamine rush content, Instagram Reels, short form content, it really is no surprise why people's attention is like because I'm realizing
your ability to
focus, pay attention.
not focus. I would say creative.
Yeah.
Right. You get locked in.
You don't need to be creative. Like my kids, right? Because they don't get a lot of like screen time. So in the car when on the way home, like
they have to think about it. Be creative.
If there's no like sunlight, my eldest can't read. There's no lights, right? So she can't really read. So what she does is she plays imaginary games with her sister in the car. Like if we're going back, it's like, we're doing a racing game back home.
I actually get that a lot.
Imaginative games like they play. So if you're like playing too many like screen time, you won't have that kind of imagination.
Did you guys also do the thing? This is a thing that I'm noticing a lot with like people. When you're a kid and you'll just be in a passenger seat and you look out the window and you would imagine like imaginary figures running alongside the car as you're driving past.
And that's what I reckon. I wonder if you like kids won't be doing any of that stuff
because if your kids are just sitting down in the passenger seat like in their phone,
water droplets on the window, like it's gonna come by.
Yeah, you're watching it. But like there's like little, I think it's like a little joint.
Well,
I did the exact same thing.
I don't think
there's no games like oh my god. He's gonna come.
You get on the passenger seat window.
So funny, bro.
You get like a little stain on the window, and you'd like you'd move your head around to watch that stain kind of jump around the.
Even
like
when
the,
your parents were listening to something on the radio, like, and you just were so bored from
out.
hearing it, like it's like it's forcing your brain to do something else.
That droplet combined.
I used to imagine like a dude like parkouring and jumping across all the obstacles on the passenger seat and stuff. But it was, I think like all these pieces of imagination kind of get put to the wayside, like you said, William.
Yeah.
Because if you have just that instant satisfaction to keep you busy in front of you.
constant stimulation.
You won't have that kind of like thinking outside the box.
I'm realizing now that I want to read more books. I'm trying to like read comics, even like comic books and stuff, and I'm struggling to pay attention. And I used to have no problem at all, and it made me realize that the ability to focus on a book is almost like a learned skill.
Yeah.
Be able to stay in it and just keep going.
My problem is I'm getting old, and every time I try to read my book, I fall asleep. If I need to go to sleep, I just have to open a page of a book, and I'm like,
I'm trying to catch up on because I haven't watched.
Like a new sleeping pill.
yeah.
I haven't watched the new. I haven't watched any. I haven't watched any of the Tom Holland Spider-Mans, right? And I do really like Spider-Man, so I'm trying to catch up on watching the Spider-Man movies, so I can go watch Spider-Man Brand New Day because everyone's been talking about how like the new one's been really
it's
good.
really good. Yeah.
So I've been trying to watch it, and I was like, oh, it's 12 o'clock at evening, and I'm trying to watch a Spider-Man movie, and I fall asleep. I'm like, oh fuck, I can't even watch a movie anymore properly.
Yeah. Nothing like
crazy.
gracefully aging into non-existence.
It is what
What's
I mean,
what we talk about like the downsides. What's like one thing you're looking forward to when you gracefully age? Like when you age, what is one thing you're looking forward
free
to?
time, bro. Fucking hell.
that's the thing, right? Like as you like when you're young, you
Yeah.
want to have lots of company, lots of friends, go outing, and when you grow older, you want peace.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to do that.
I'm generally looking forward to like getting a new set of paints and like painting some Warhammer or something.
I just want to do this.
What about you, Will? What are you looking forward to?
Like me,
Yeah.
just peace.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm looking forward to being able to like.
I just look at my lawn and like.
I'm looking forward to being able to
patches
just
there.
be in public and just like fart and burp, no one cares, and just on my phone, max volume, watching reels.
You know my mate Connor. He got. I'm telling a story for him, but he was in June Love yesterday, and he was standing there, and this guy in a mobile wheelchair, like a automatic one, rolled past, and Connor, like, you know when you awkwardly make eye contact with someone, and like you don't mean to, and like. I guess Connor catches his eye, and they're looking at each other, and I guess it just lasted 1 second too long, and the guy just flips Connor off. And Connor's like, I didn't do anything.
Wheelchair man.
Damn.
He's like, I didn't do anything. And I guess the guy was just like, I just like that in this guy's world, like, he's like, well, no one's going to fight me.
Yeah, true.
It's like the same content of like, you could just like, as a
Old fella, no one
guys,
has any expectations. If you're like covered in public and you're fine in public, you're just old. Just an old guy.
It's also like I used to happen a lot when I was like Uber driving and stuff, and they're just like some old dude would get in the car. And He's like, so the Indian drivers, hey, and you're just like,
Speaking about
fucking hell, man.
Speaking about no phones, right? When I was a kid, I had no phone, but my mom would take me out shopping because she couldn't leave me at home, right?
Yeah.
So she would be like in the Woolies going to buy the groceries, and she's like, "I need you to sit down here and wait for me." So I'll just be in the bench there waiting with all the other old people. And I had no phone, so I had nothing to do. So I would just like sit down there and just stare at people and be like, oh, okay, people, this is what it's like.
Hello,
This
sir.
is what it's like being old.
For my parents my mum would take us to the shop with us, and we had to follow her around. And I remember my brother and I would be with her, and she'd see a friend in like the local Woolworths or something, and we'd just be like, oh my God, because there goes an hour of your life just standing in an aisle while they talk to each other and you're staring at the ceiling. It was such a nightmare.
You're just reading the cereal box over and over again.
I feel like to me that's translated to me as an adult. I'm quite sociable and like people, and I have a lot of like relationships with people. But if I've popped into the shop and I see someone, I'm ducking. I'm ducking as hard as I can. I've left shops at like Woolworths before, or if I'm the IGA and I see someone, I'm like, all right, well, I need that aisle, but I'm going to go to the other end of the store and I'm going to work my way back, just hoping they leave before me.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like internal trauma of having conversations in shopping centers.
I do the exact same, but I'm just like, I hardly go, just go, hey, what's up? And I walk. I just
You ever
walk.
get that like that second where they go to say one more thing and you're like, nah,
bro.
Just drive
Nah,
on
dude,
through.
I need to go buy my cereal and leave. Alrighty, guys, we're at a 1 hour mark. Any last words? Mystery Booster 3 excitements,
Yep.
gracefully aging
gracefully
excitements.
aging.
Not exciting for the stock levels.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, please, Wizards of the Coast, don't fuck it up.
They will.
Give everyone a chance.
Give us our Saturday night draft something to
Give
do.
everyone a chance. All right, take it, y'all.
See you, bye.